Morning, everybody. Welcome to another Team Pajamas. I did 2 team pajamas in 1 week and didn't spread them out too far. And I'm going to try and do a team pajamas again every week. I was doing it for a while, and then I had a bunch of beer reviews, and I was trying to put everything up in order. But then things started getting dragged out a little bit. I thought I would, just let them stretch because I didn't have a lot of things I was ordering. And then the Badger Creek soap came in before I thought it would. And we've got World Goth Day coming up. I wanted to do a couple of videos ahead of that I've already recorded for Liquid Death Sparkling Water and Door Peninsula Blackberry Wine, because I'm going to do something with those for World Goth Day. So there's going to be some videos out of order. This is going to be one of them because I'm going to try and make an attempt to, as much as possible, try to get back into team pajamas every week. I had quite a find yesterday. Before I get into the tea, I went to St. Vincent de Paul with my brother, sister-in-law, and one of my grandnieces, and we were looking around. I wasn't going to buy anything. I saw a skirt that I liked and tried it on, and it was a little too small for whatever reason. It was like, by this much. I ate something I wasn't supposed to, and I was kind of bloated. That's all I'll say about that. So, needless to say, I didn't get the skirt, so I put that back, and I found a porcelain doll in a pile of porcelain dolls, and it looked like a doll I already had. And I saw this, and I said, "Oh, Donna, this looks like..." I got the name wrong. I said Ling Ling. It's actually Lang Lang. This is the porcelain version of Lang Lang. No tags on her. She's got the christening gown. I think that's what it is. And the bloomers. And the little shoes. And the hair. The hair looks more realistic. It feels kind of... It feels like a... The hair looks realistic, but it feels like you can tell it's a wig, obviously, because it feels like a wig. And the paint job is just nice. But you could obviously tell it's a doll. But I knew who this was immediately as soon as I saw it. And would you believe I only got it for $5? That's it. Well, actually, my sister-in-law did. She bought it for me. $5. And this is the more expensive one of the two. So if you Google Lang Lang, you'll be able to see how much she actually costs. And no, I'm not selling her. Just so you know. But this one's still my favorite. To me, she looks more like a real child. It's cloth body, I think. Hers, actually, her dress looks more authentic as well, because she's got a button. Her christening gown has a button instead of the snaps. It's Pauline and Jonas Jacobson, and it's for a company in New York, and she was made in the Philippines. But yeah, that was my find. Actually, well, that hair looks, the style, it looks realistic, sort of. But it's very styled, like if you were taking a child to a salon. But this, actually, no, now that I think about this, the hair looks more realistic on this one, on the original Lang Lang I got. Because of the way it lays. This is what a child would look more like. Her haircut is more actually like a child's haircut, with the choppy layers, like a mom would have done the hair herself. Short there and longer there, just kind of cute, but kind of haphazard. And again, like I said, the gown has buttons instead of a snap, so she's dressed more realistically in the detailing with the button and the hair and the face, and it has the doll eyes that open and close. So they're both collectibles, but she's more posable, more like something an older child would play with, but not a little child, because a little child would wreck her up. And the skin tone too, I would say, is fairly realistic. But she lacks the coloring in the cheeks as much. The cheeks are a little more flat in color, whereas the coloring on the porcelain one, the rosy cheeks, would be more realistic, but yet the face is obviously a doll. So that's my $5 find, was Lang Lang, the porcelain doll, well, that I got courtesy of my sister-in-law. And I found out, I did not know that she collected dolls. At least I don't think I knew she had collected dolls. But, so my doll collection is growing again. All the ones that I had, well, not all the ones, most of the ones I had at my other place are gone, but I have pieces, and I've gotten some other ones since I've been here, and some made the trip. So I'm going to take my doll collection in another direction, and that was a very odd rhyme. Now to get to the point of why we're here. The tea. Today's tea is another tea I was gifted by Mad Hatter Tea Reviews and his wife Maria. This one is Charbrew chai tea. And again, I'm saving these because I like the artwork. If I ever do another spooky dollhouse, these are going in the dollhouse somewhere. But I love that artwork. Very, very old English storybook inspired. Kind of like Alice in Wonderland, actually. I think that might be supposed to be what it's supposed to look like. Is there anything on the back here? And this chai tea has black tea, ginger pieces, cinnamon pieces, and cardamom pieces. It says store in a cool, dry place. This was packed in Sri Lanka. And the website is Charbrew.com. So if you want to check out their website, it's Charbrew.com. Which reminds me, I do want to order teas on a completely unrelated note from Brutality. But I've already made an order to Badger Creek soaps to the tune of about $40. Three bars of Odin's Armpit and a Bite Me, and my birth certificate. So that's that. And I spent close to $100 total on my cards. I want to like lay off on it, but I still want to get Brutality and I still want to get Ruby Brew. Those will have to wait till not this paycheck coming up, but the next paycheck. My nose is stuffed up today. Again, allergies. I was out and about with part of my family, and so my sinuses are not happy. So I'm not smelling the nose on this. Tasting the cinnamon. Because my nose is stuffy, was just messing with my taste buds. It's messed. Let me take these off. They're just supposed to be reading glasses. Not tasting the cardamom or the ginger as much, because you know how it is when your nose is stuffed up, your taste buds are jacked up as well. Maybe I'm getting a little cardamom on the back. Cinnamon was more up front, but now that it's warming up, I'm getting the other flavors, not in the ginger. But the sweetness of the cinnamon comes up first, and the other ones come up behind. It's a very understated chai. I'm used to chais that when you drink them, all the spices come at you all at once. You taste the cardamom, the cinnamon, cinnamon. Ugh. Ginger and cinnamon, all of it. You taste it all blended together up front. But again, Charbrew seems to be a more subtle tea. No play on words intended. It just sort of happened. Yeah, it's a more subtle flavor. You can tell it's a chai, but it's not as strong, not as pronounced. I do like it. I would probably buy it again. Pardon my eye. I had something bit me in my sleep last night. I dearly need a new mattress. Yeah, anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, I would buy this again. It's more subtle. It's not as pronounced as other chais I've had, and I've had a lot of chais. And I've made some chais. My boys and I have made chais at home. So, yeah, our version of chai. And this is definitely, you taste the cinnamon up front first on this one, the cardamom and the ginger. And then after a while that kind of dissipates, and then after that dissipates, all you're tasting is the black tea at the base, the black tea base. So it starts out, it's very subtle. The cinnamon is the most pronounced, but still subtle, with the ginger and cardamom and ginger coming up, and then the black tea at the end. So it's layered. It's supposed to coming at you all at once. It's a more subtle, layered flavors. It come a little bit at a time, and at the end, all you taste, if you know the stuff like me, all I'm tasting is the black tea at the end. And I had a piece of my sister-in-law's homemade cheesecake she made for her birthday. So the milkiness of the cheesecake is kind of helping bring out the black tea at the end. And so I'm getting a milk tea finish because I had something milky for breakfast. Now I'm tasting the spices again. I'm not sure. I think it might be my taste buds, but I'm still getting more of the black tea though at the end. So to wrap it up, Charbrew chai tea. It's warm, soothing, very subtle, layered, complex. The spices don't hit you all at the same time. They kind of gradually come out a little at a time, finishing off with the black tea at the end, at the very end. If you can find it, definitely give it a try. The dolls. If you Google Lang Lang, or what was her name again? Shoot. Sorry, dear. Pauline Jacobson, Pauline's Dolls, I think it is. You'll find these ladies, these lovely little ladies. And again, like I said, the plastic one isn't as expensive, but I got her at a thrift store a long time ago. Show you her original tag. She still has her tag. Pauline Bionis Jacobson Design. Dolls by Pauline. Oh, it is Ling Ling, not Lang Lang. It is Ling Ling. I stand corrected. I had it right. It was Ling Ling, not Lang Lang. It looks on her back. I thought it said Lang Lang because of the way they had it. So it is Ling Ling. I again corrected. I had it right the first time when I was talking to my sister-in-law. It is Ling Ling. It's Dolls by Pauline. And it was quite the find, like I said, because she has her original tag still on her little bloomers. And I don't remember how much I paid for her. Probably about 18, 20 bucks maybe. And the other one I got for $5. They're definitely worth more than that. If you want to do an Antique Roadshow thing on that and look them up, feel free. Again, these two are not for sale, but if you could find your own copies of them and you're a doll collector, I would definitely suggest both of these lovely ladies, lovely girls, for your own collection. I'm not going to do dolls on here that much unless I'm buying them for myself, like the handmade rabbit doll that I got at a thrift store before I came out here, and the doll from Raquel Catania, and the bat from Stephanie Whitley. And this is the ones that I customized myself for my own personal use. Those I will show on here, but it's not a doll collector's channel. As I get more dolls for my plays again to replace what I lost in the move, I will show them to you. Hauls, customs. I do myself. Handmade dolls when I can afford them. I want to get another handmade doll at some point. Gothic Muppet is still on my radar. I still want to get one of those. Spider Threads, I think that's what she used to call it. I think the name's changed. I'm not sure. She's got some lovely dolls. Spider Threads is in England. I think Gothic Muppets is also in England, so those will be a little harder to get. So for now, I'm going to just stick with things I can get for my place, which is what I was doing at my last place, but we're not going to go whole hog anymore. We're not going to go even half hog. We're just going to get what I can get for this small apartment. And once I get a house, then I'll go back to replacing the things that I had to leave behind in the move, and then we can go big and go grand and just go nuts. But I want to get the house first because I don't want to have relatives tell me, oh, we can't move this, we can't move that, we don't have room for it. We're not going to play that game anymore. Sorry. I'm doing it again. I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer, but I keep periodically doing that. So, Charbrew, chai tea, give it a try. Ling, not Lang, I'm sorry. Let's correct myself. Ling, by Pauline's Dolls. Dolls by Pauline. Check both of those out. Again, this one's going to go up out of order. And on my run on the run toward World Gothic, I'm going to put this up. The reviews for the sparkling water and the wine will go up next. And then on World Gothic, which is a Sunday, I'll be at work, so unfortunately it's going to be another World Goth Day where I'm probably not going to feel like being extra. If I feel like being extra, I will be extra because I have a headband I want to put on that I haven't worn in a while. And maybe some makeup. If I have the energy, I will put on my bat crown, my bat and flower crown. Someone else has one just like it. I can't remember if it was Skull Girdle or if it was Queenie Black. I think one of those two. And it's a standard one you can get like at a dime, not a dime store, like a dollar store or Walmart or somewhere, Walgreens. I forget. It's cute and it's funny. And it's kind of, comically regal. So if I have the energy, I will do that. That's coming up on Sunday's World Goth Day. We'll have a spritzer cocktail, and I'm not sure what else I will have. Probably not much this time. I try to do a snack and a drink. We might just be limited to just a drink this time because I'm tapping my cards, and I didn't want to do that. I was going to not play with them, but the economy being the way it is, I'm playing games with my cards and trying to be careful. We will do something for World Goth Day. Not much, but we'll do a little bit of something revolving around blackberry wine, and that's all I'm going to say. I've probably said too much already. So I'm going to let you guys go. 19 minutes. I rambled way too much because I started talking about the dolls. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you wish. Hit the notification bell if you do to see more content from this channel. And I've kept you long enough. We'll keep this ending short. I love you guys. See you next time.